Hello, we're looking at a Cort guitar today. There isn't much info on the YouTubes about Cort, even though they are literally the company making guitars for everyone and their mom. This is a case of the shoemaker's daughter. So, you know that story? It's where the shoemaker repairs the shoes and makes the most amazing shoes for everyone, but the shoemaker's daughter, because he's too busy making the money with everyone else's shoes, can't get good shoes. So they make amazing guitars for everyone, from, the Ibanez's to the Strandbergs to PRSSE to everyone is doing stuff at the Cort factory. And then their own line, which of course with their expertise has to be good, doesn't get any love and any marketing because they're way too busy making guitars for everyone else. Well, I told them, stop it, let's look at your guitars. I literally talked to the CEO himself and told him, we need to look at your guitars. After which he sent me the Triality. And it came in a box, which we're opening now.
Threads of gold in woven skies, the echo of 1,000 cries, each voice a tale, each note a prayer, a solemn pledge hung in the air. Cord of three, the binds entwined, a trial of soul, of heart, of mind, through endless paths, through hollow halls, the trial stands, the curtain calls. Figures rise on marble ground, each step a verse and sacred sound. Their hymn sends ripples through the tide, and freedom's song will not subside. Silence breaks like shattered glass, a moment.
Okay then, let's listen to it clean, even though it's a high gain machine with the Fishmans, of course. But let's really dive into the raw sounds of this baby with some product shots. Okay, so talking about high gain sounds, I used it for a track for, I don't even remember, another product, and only used that guitar in it. And that should be a bit more high gain. Let's check it out. An orange amp. Wasn't it an orange amp? Yeah, I think it was. Let's check out that track.
Screaming fire, the orange beast. Voltage roaring, the power feast. Double volume, dirty might. The gain baby devours the night.
Okay, so what we got here with a decent, nice and small, but not mind-blowing gig bag, but I mean, it's included, and, which is nice, is a modern Fishman-equipped guitar with all the modern specs that you would expect. That's what specs in there. For, in this color, under €1,000. It's right now 999. There's another version that is 100 more. But let's look at the specs without looking at the website. That I can tell you right away. Very nice, very smooth, non-dead spot locking tuners with the word Cort on them. So of course they are made by some other company, but they are good locking tuners. That's what you want. A Cort branded, some OEM type trem, which is one of the smoothest vibratos. I know you hate it when I say tremolo. We can use both words because people understand. And it is unterfräst. So it is carved out, so you can actually do some up bends on it. It is not a name brand thing, but it is fantastic. It has a thick trem block, which is diagonalized in the back, so it actually looks like a smaller trem block right there. Let's see if you can see that. Probably not. Nope. Yeah. But it actually is thicker in the back, he said to her. We've got a battery compartment, of course, and a cavity cover. Everything is flush with the top. Nothing is sitting on top of it. We have a relatively beautiful, let's call it Ibanez AZ type shaping here, with the shaping which is kind of pointless, but nice access. We have a 5-piece roasted maple neck. Don't know what the strips are. Don't care. It's neat. With the volute, because of the angled headstock. And, decent volute right there. So all these bits and bobs are what you expect. We do have a truss rod adjustment right there. Bonk, gonk, bonk, gonk. Very quickly. Don't have to open any stupid plates up there. We have, I'm going to say this is a tusk nut without even looking it up. And very standoutish white Fishman Fluence. It's a choice, why not? Single coil humbucker. Single coil, these two, this one, these two, and in the back we have 3 different voicings. Voicing number 2, voicing number 1, and if we pull this, voicing number 3. That's only for the humbucker. We have lumen lace in the fretboard. Nice, big, with a black surround. These should stand out on any stage. And of course, the fretboard is also roasted maple with big black dots in them. I have 2 gripes with this guitar. Really only 2. Generally, this guitar is a good contender to compete with the Ibanez Premium AZs. It's an HSS guitar with bright and clear active sounds because it's got the Fishman Fluence, it's got a trem, it's got locking tuners, it's got all the features of a great modern Superstrat to compete with companies in that price range. 2 things that I criticize, everything else is just fine or better than fine. One is the weight. This is, let me look it up so I don't tell you bad things here. I'm on the German website here. Or specs. If I click on, here we go. It's Swamp Ash. That's what I thought, because that's why it's heavier. We can also see that it's Swamp Ash, and obviously we can see that it's Swamp Ash here. It is a bit on the heavier side. So Paul Reed Smith once explained to me, if you want the light Swamp Ash, you can only take the piece of the tree that wasn't in the swamp. If you take the piece of the tree that was in the swamp, it's of course heavier, and because and that's what this is. It is a bit on the heavier side. This doesn't apply to all of them, but on this one it really bugs me. If we look at the top, which is of course the body wood, there isn't an extra top on it. They could fix it by just putting a veneer on it, but they didn't. So if you look at it, this is a nice Swamp Ash grain. And this part clearly is not matching. Not only is it not matching, but we have this piece right here that didn't take any of the black color. So this is just not a good look. At $1,000, I would like a guitar that has more of a book-matched feel. I know it's swamp ash, but everything in a nice swamp ash feel. I'm going to call this an oversight in QC. Whoever put the body together should have paid a bit more attention. However, this is not a general critique on all of the guitars, because the one you're getting very likely looks different. If you don't like it, send it back. It's more of a critique on their QC. So a bit heavy, and that. Other than that, this is a workhorse for $1,000, and we're going to listen to it right now. I could tell you more. The bridge is a CFA 3 trem. That tells you nothing. Cort, locking tuners, HSS, two-way truss rod. It comes with the Darios, which it says here, but who knows, because maybe that's different. Sometimes they change things. All that stuff, not that relevant. We're going to start with cleans in the Tone King Imperial with a bit of reverb on it. And it is not your traditional Strat sound, because these are active pickups, meaning they will be clearer and brighter and more separate string separation. In between, there's some top end missing there, really weird. I love in between sounds, but that's a bit dull. However, for a lead with some gain on it, that could be really nice. In the middle. In between in the back. And the humbucker. According to the website, when everything's down, it's voicing 2. This is voicing 1. Don't really know the difference. And then this, with the volume up, is voicing 3, which is only this single call. Given that it's Fishman's and the clarity, this is clearly a guitar for more of the gain than we're giving it right now. We're going to step it up step by going into the Plexi 1959 modified by Marshall that just came out at NAMM. so much spanky top end, rather nice. Let's see in the in-between position. Okay, so the difference between the two voicings, 1 and 2, is that 1 is a little bit less mid-heavy than 2. So when it's down, it's a little bit more mid. When it's up, it's less. Very, very subtle. And then single chord. I never do, but I love a single coil in the back. Let's go more gain here. JCM 800. Because it's a floating trem, I can't go to drop D. Now we're with a lot of gain, but it has a built-in gauge, as you can tell. That's the Bad Cat Lynx. Quite a beast there. Let's go evil. We're gonna go to the V30 cab. And that's why you get Fishmans, because you have complete transparency even with high gain on complex chords. the Triality as not your round and sweet guitar. Bright and clear. Triality, more like Clearality. If you're playing high gain stuff and you need every note to be there. I mean, I threw major 7/11s in there and, in versions of G major 7 with a 3 in the bass. I mean, more complex chords or, major 7/9s. Every note's there. There's no mud. You're sacrificing some sweetness because you need the clarity. So it's Clarality in the Triality. Are you going to get your classic Strat sounds with it? No. You're going to get clear and bright single coil sounds. Some top end rolled off in betweens that are cool for leads. And definitely cleariness. When things are not dirty. Everything is there. So in that regard, no, it's not an Ibanez Premium AZ. It stands on its own as an HSS guitar with a lot of high quality features and absolute Clearality. That I don't really know what else you could compare this to, which is good, because if you're looking for something that does what it does, then this is the guitar you should check out. Cort does really good shit, and their own stuff is completely overlooked. And I really think that should change. Let's do more reviews for Cort so you know what you can expect in that brand in those price ranges. I put links below. Please use them, that always helps me. And subscribe to the channel, that helps. Help in any way you can. Or don't and just watch the videos and, be nice in the comments. Or be an ass in the comments. It's also fine. Animals at the end.
Ding dong, the bitch is there. She died of an STD, and no one came to her funeral. They did not want to be seen. Ding dong, the slave is there. His back pain he couldn't stand, so the prospect of deep pockets somehow slid out.